I came to Borgovia to free the land from the tyranny of mad science. But the fall of Fulmigati was the spark that ignited the flames of the Civil War. So I led the resistance against the military genius who tried to destroy us. I faced an army of mechanical monsters and defeated General Harker, only to suffer betrayal from my mysterious ally, Prisoner 7, who tricked me and obtained the most powerful artifact in the land, the hidden death of Koshai, the Deathless. Prisoner 7 disappeared into the depths of the otherworld, but I will track him down. It's not only about revenge. I'm a hunter. He is my nemesis, and he has a plan. The citizens are looking to me for guidance, but I must find Prisoner 7 first. It's a tough decision. Chaos reigns in Borgova. Warbands, gangs, and bickering political factions want to take power into their own hands. What's more, the city is plagued by the sudden appearance of the Cult of Seven. Led by a mechanical monster, the beastly infiltrator. They break into Fulmigati's former laboratories and seize precious equipment. Evidently, my nemesis is behind all this, and it can only be the beginning of something worse. This time, I know which facility the infiltrator will attack next. A secret laboratory and a horde of monsters. Just like old times.
So, we have to clear out some cultists from a secret laboratory that was founded by the leading mad genius of our time, right?
Yes. Why do you ask?
Why should I help you out with this? It should be child's play for you by now.
Nice try, but I won't release you yet. We have a nemesis to defeat.
Can't blame a girl for trying.
All this cat fur makes my eyes itch and water.
Through the gate, quick!
Watch out, you'll break the vials.
Take the serum to the master. I'll join you later.
They are escaping!
We must capture their leader alive. Otherwise, we'll never find out what they're doing.
Ah, we'll never take him alive. He's unconscious. We took you alive, see? I'll take him to the lair.
Great idea. Tell the others to start interrogating him about this evil Tsar of theirs. Politely.
Package delivered. The interrogator is ready to begin. I don't want to miss the screaming and the begging, so please, hurry up!
I think I set something in motion. That's never a good thing.
You are finally starting to grasp the intricacies of weird science.
Enough of your sarcasm. The water level is sinking. There's a stairway. We should take a look down.
What happened here? This used to be the forest where all the sinister tales happened. The ones with the evil witches and monsters that never saw the light of day.
You know, it still looks like that forest.
That is what troubles me. Your father put an end to all that.
Strangers, what are you doing here?
Just having a little déjà vu.
We were looking for a hideout in the forest. Have you seen a camp around here?
You should ask my brother, Simeon the Wanderer. He's been around for a while. I've only just arrived here.
Thank you, little man. Word. I learned my lesson. I won't touch the gong.
Then it's my turn to hit it. Get ready.
Diving headfirst into obvious traps seems like an unhealthy habit.
Can't lose my head twice, but I'm still proud of you for not touching the gong.
Wait, now don't you come any closer. It's dangerous.
Look at this, Van Helsing. The ink has bled through to our world. The situation is growing worse.
I'm trying to find the hideout of a hostile cult. Do you know anything about that?
There is a camp in the Wraithwoods, but that's beyond this spill. It cuts the entire forest in half.
At least the other half of the forest has a promising name.
If you enter here, you could get to the Wraithwoods through our village in the Ink. But as I said, it's a dangerous place.
Don't encourage him. Oh, look at this creature. It's so cute.
It is not a pony.
Poor baby. We won't let those evil gnomes harm you, will we?
What is that soul-splitting scream? My ears will start bleeding soon.
It's absolutely unbearable. Make it stop, Van Helsing, please.
He is calling monsters from the deep ink. Look. The beast fell silent as soon as we killed the abominations.
Never felt so much pain in my spectral life. Can we help this poor thing now?
Well, let me open the cage. Katarina!
I acted on impulse, for the sake of my afterlife sanity. It's definitely cuter when it's dead.
The gnomes wanted to kill it anyway. Grab the remains, and let's head back.
Alive?
You have a lot of explaining to do, gnome. Open the door right now.
Screams have to be killed gently, otherwise their meat turns sour. This one is ruined. Can you bring me another one, perhaps? It's almost lunchtime.
You insolent little...
Just let it go, Van Helsing.
What about our soup? We also need some spices. Hey, hey!
Look, an old sacrificial site. Brings back memories.
It's a gateway to the deepest ink realms, which are, as we learned, the dwelling place of some truly nasty creatures. And someone has tried to rip this gate open recently.
From this side, sadly. So much ink is seeping through the cracks that my senses are tingling.
I remember an incantation for sealing such fissures, but I just can't recall the whole ritual. It involved drawing an arcane pattern around the gate.
Will you give it a try? Or how about failing on purpose? We might get to meet a big bad creature from the other side.
Van Helsing, my master told me to expect you. Did you come to your senses? If you are here to serve the faceless Tsar, first you must kneel. Then wait until I decide if you are worthy of servitude.
Typical. I don't even deserve an evil monologue. What about me, big lad?
But you have already done so much for my master, little Borgovian princess, just like your brothers and sisters did. You will join him in the black heart of the ink and sit at his throne in the Void Cathedral, where he is watching over everything that happens in your world.
I really hope so. I want him to see how I destroy you. Now I know what Prisoner Seven's plan was all along. He is rewriting the world with the artifact he stole, changing it all back to the age before the weird science, while turning the vampires into invincible monsters. The Cult of Seven has been destroyed. I cut off the arms. Now I must go for the head. Does my nemesis really think that he could derail me by threatening Borgova? He should know me better by now.
Quit with the laughable antics with the garlic. We will drink your blood anyway.
Not while one of us is breathing.
We have all eternity to wait.
Seems like we found the survivors.
All three of them. Strength in numbers.
Keeping vampires at bay at a vegetable stall packed with garlic. Desperate, but impressive.
I'm honestly surprised that they made it this far.
Well then, time to slay more vampires.
We meet at last. If I can take my revenge on the father, son will do.
Big words from someone who has already lost Borgovia once.
You can't lose something you never had, you fool. We were only the enforcers of the true master. The shadow behind the curtain. The deathless king of the land.
You are lying.
You didn't know how sweet. Your father tricked our master, stole the source of his power, and only then could he defeat us. And he was so ashamed that he didn't tell his own son.
I don't want to disturb the traditional showdown with the vampire, but that gaping hole must be the ink gate that Vlados mentioned.
Good. Let's deal with them and you can close it down.
Do you remember how confident I was about closing the gate? Well, it might be a bit more difficult than I thought.
What do you mean by difficult? Should I run? Will Borgova survive?
It will be fine. You'd better step back, though. Blackgate, dissolve, and let this...
Ladies and gentlemen, the Dark Carnival presents for your entertainment the most magnificent spectacles, evil clowns, killer acrobatics, and mad fire eaters. Enter! Oh, a visitor. Who might you be, good sir?
My name is Van Helsing, and she is...
And here he is, ladies and gentlemen. The legend we've been waiting for to spice up our contest. Let the Hunter Games begin. Bring me his head and win the prize.
You can't be serious.
I really should have a bow for this kind of deal.
May the odds be in our favor. Part yourself for such a pointless struggle. Submit to this blade and die. Never, you soulless creature.
Do I really see multiple versions of the same person?
Me and myself are having a fatal misunderstanding. Kill him before the wretched one sins more. Why not kill all of us? That would be fitting into our pathetic lives.
All right, I'll help. But I want an explanation.
First, you let me rot in a cellar for decades. Then I served as an amusement for peasants at the bazaar. Then they crack my beautiful silvery pane. Now you will all pay in blood and sorrow.
A magical mirror throwing a hissy fit? Just like the one I used to have in my chambers.
It's a pleasure to meet my lesser self. The destroyer of our father's legacy. The downfall of Borgovia. The pet puppet of the Faceless One. The failure mocked by a spoiled ghost princess. Tough words from the pet puppet of a broken piece of furniture. There is one final act left. Dying by your own hand.
Oh, the fabled guest of the Hunter Games, armed to the teeth, leaving a trail of bodies.
No.
No to what?
I refuse to go on an adventure for your lost underwear. I will not collect 5 rare species of sewer rats either.
So, you are not interested in destroying the boiler apparatus? The Mad Ringmaster's pride, which is drowning the Dark Carnival in yellow slime?
Is that the same apparatus that is powering the island?
It is, and the Ringmaster is forcing us to eat this yellow goo. It's a mixture of porridge, polluted river water, and dead people. Anybody opposing his rule.
Porridge of the dead, you say? He must have had a lot of opposition.
The Ringmaster is truly a monster. Let me consider. The boiler apparatus has to go down.
It's never good when the gates close behind you.
Look, there is a stage over there with that lunatic ringmaster. Let's have a nice little chat with him.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our guest of honor, Van Helsing. The man, the legend, the prey. Witness the most stupendous, most magnificent, and truly colossal entertainment that the Dark Carnival can offer.
I'm giving you one last chance to walk away. Stop this madness right now and I'll let you live.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, can you hear the man begging for his life? Place your bets, buy drinks from the refreshment carts.
At least you tried, Van Helsing.
Let the Hunter Games continue!
Was that all, Ringmaster? I was expecting something stupendous, magnificent and colossal.
First round is over. Not so flawless victory. Outstanding. With some minor flaws. Generally well done. Now get him for real, my minions.
I'm still waiting for my spectacular spectacle. I hope that lousy brawl was not what you had in mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't listen to those pompous killers. That was only the magnificent warm-up, the taste of things to come. Let the third round commence.
Can't you just give up? I don't have all day. I have a nemesis to defeat.
Isn't this entertaining enough? I give you a nemesis, you insolent slayer. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to present the advent of the century. Ringmaster Extraordinaire against the Big Bad Hunter.
You want to fight me?
Prepare to...
The tomb says, "Here lies Damnatus," crushed again and again by the Faceless One.
So, you have returned. Speak my name, mortal.
Your name is Infernalus.
Sweet memories of acts of unspeakable evil. Kneel and die like the cattle you are.
Well, it's been a while, little sister. Fate plays cruel jokes on us. Here you are, the lapdog for the warrior of light, repenting for your sins. And here I am, once an innocent soul, now the acolyte of darkness. All thanks to you. Would you believe me if I told you that I was sorry? Of course not. You are just playing tricks with me. What a hypocrite you are. Have you ever told your mortal master about the terrible deeds our family has done? It wouldn't have been very ladylike. Still the witty one, I see. Know this, Hunter. During our reign of blood, hundreds and thousands perished to please our protector, Kushai, the Deathless. Why would you turn against him now, sister? You are insane. Kushai never existed. He was just a myth, a legendary magician. An excuse for our family to revel in violence. That's so sweet. You really believe your childish nonsense? How could you be so blind? How could you not recognize the one behind the mask? And now you are playing tricks with me. I won't fall for this, sister.
Enough. I don't care who he is. You can call him Prisoner 7, the Faceless Tsar, or the Deathless One. Whatever his name, I will destroy him. But not before I seal these tombs again.
What happened? All the darkness I carried around with me just fell away. I'm floating away from this terrible place. I'm so sorry, Irina. I really am. Don't be. It's good to be free again, even if it takes me somewhere else. But for you, it's not over yet. My parting gift is a door to the heart of the ink. Go to the spectral provinces. That's the source of the dark disturbance in the ink. You might even find a way to the Faceless Tsar. Thank you, sister. It's such a shame that we must part like this. One last thing before I go, Katerina. Do you remember my pony? The one I stole from you? When I made you so angry? I won't lift that curse. You'll never have a pony again. Sorry. Oh, you just had to ruin it, didn't you? The ink gate to the spectral provinces is open, but when my sister passed away, I felt another gate opening nearby. Maybe we should investigate.
And I can smell a familiar stench. There are vampires here.
The hunter is here. Run and warn the others.
So this is what you were all hiding from me. You were too cowardly to join the others in Borgovo, were you?
Or perhaps it was a clever ploy, puny mortal. Ha! It hadn't even occurred to you, had it? We lured you into our trap.
Nice try. I will kill you last, funny one.
Miserable thieves. No one will touch my treasure. No one.
I remember him. He was a wealthy merchant in his time and a perfect example of parsimony. He died of hunger in a palace filled with gold.
Don't you dare set eyes on one copper penny. All mine.
Honestly, I've had enough of chatting to the undead. The deeper I delve into the past of Borgovia, the more foulness comes to light. The vampire princes were just puppets of the faceless king ruling from the shadows. I destroyed his minions and averted the worst. But the ink is still gushing through the fresh cracks, slowly dissolving the city of mad science, changing it back into the dark world it used to be. History wants to repeat itself, it seems.
A rescue party. Franz von Sturm, Chief Scientific Officer of the First Borgovian Void Expedition, reporting for duty. Our airship crashed here a decade ago. So, you're right on time.
Bad news, then. Fulmigati is dead. We are not your rescue party, and you must explain what is happening here.
Efficient and practical. I like that. There is a dark presence in the Void, which is trying to use the reality-shaping abilities of the ink for its own nefarious purposes.
I know. Borgovia is changing back to the way it used to be.
Excellent. I mean, it's horrible, but it fits my theory, which I base purely on scientific observation since the Faceless One began using our clockwork key. I suspected that he's rewriting the world.
What are you talking about?
We built 4 ethereal transmitters in these provinces to send signals home. They didn't work. The locals called them ink grubs, which is annoying. Anyway, the Faceless Ones use them to amplify the power of the ink. Think of magnifying lenses and sunlight.
If I destroy the ink grubs, will it revert the changes?
Of course not. But you will prevent Borgovia from changing further back to its old form, or falling apart entirely. We have one ink grub here, so you can start with that. I'll be in touch.
See these blades? What should I chop off first? Your tiny feet? Or one of those twigs you call arms?
Please, don't kill me.
I have already killed your friends and feasted on their livers. Why should I stop now?
But you're supposed to be a herbivore.
Do you think I eat plants with all these pointy teeth?
Hold it right there. Let him go and fight me instead.
One wrong move, puny human, and I'll take his head off.
Then I take yours a heartbeat later, creature.
For the sake of the periodic table, save me!
Seems like we have a standoff here. Want to play a game? I ask 3 tricky questions. And if you give me the right answers, I let him go.
And I will let you go. Deal. The rubble blocked the bridge. We need something to get us to the other side.
Like explosives.
That is actually a good idea. The sentry was talking about a mining operation, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, His Highness is back.
Let me handle this. We need explosives to get over the bridge, you nice little gnome.
An untouched set of explosives stolen by yours truly for a kiss. Take it or leave it.
Step closer, my brave little friend.
Eek! You can have the package for free.
I must admit, that was a neat trick.
Fate has a twisted sense of humor. The gnomes who wanted to be fed are now getting eaten by monsters.
They sent us away to fetch food, only to become food themselves.
How philosophical. Care to join them as dessert?
This dessert will be... Let's blow this rubble sky high.
Don't be afraid. I'm still human, but not for long.
Who or what are you?
Once I was a member of the first Borgovian Void expedition, a promising psychic. Now, I'm just a monstrosity, in self-exile, a dreamer.
Oh, one of the talented who can shape the ink by sheer force of will until they go mad and kill themselves?
Indeed. I dream things into existence, like this island, or some of the creatures you were fighting.
You didn't waste your time then. What do you want from me?
The more things I dreamt to life, the more deformities I had to bear. Then my creation started to turn evil. Now, I can barely control the dreams, and it fills me with horror.
Are you looking for an executioner?
I just want to help. Before I lose my sanity, I need rust fragments to fuel my dreams. Collect some, and I will use it to forge a powerful artifact against your nemesis.
I know I shouldn't trust you, but it's worth a try.
It was so hard to stay awake. I tried to cling to the last scraps of my sanity. Are you ready?
You mean ready to destroy you if you even think about making a wrong move? Yes.
There is something that you must know. The artifact I'll craft for you will lose all its powers if you leave the ink, even once.
I will keep that in mind.
Please tell Von Stern that I'm sorry for causing so much death and suffering.
Creating the item devoured all his strength and killed him. I didn't expect that.
I'm sure he was aware of the consequences. Let's keep our fingers crossed that the artifact will not...
Just when I thought that these ink grubs couldn't be more annoying, here is another one, protected by a force field.
It's rather inconvenient. It means that first we must take out the shield masters.
Can you be a bit more obscure, please?
It is something I picked up from the resistance scientists. This magical barrier is feeding on the life force of its creators, the shield masters. We kill them, the shield goes down. Simple.
Let's make a killing then. I feel an eerie presence around this painting, like someone is staring at me.
Not even a speck of dirt on the frame. Yet the palace was destroyed centuries ago.
Well, you are staring at an Atlantean soul shelter, which is nearly indestructible.
Oops! I almost jumped.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Wraith. Is that crude flesh vessel your servant?
This crude flesh vessel will blast you into pieces if you don't introduce yourself.
Before I placed my soul in the shelter, I was the court mage of the 47th Atlantean Emperor. It was the only way to survive the cataclysm.
So this place is indeed the fabled Atlantis. Anything else I should know?
My shelter must be recharged, so I can survive a few more centuries.
Why don't you just find a new host?
My imprisonment is final. Ask your vassal to acquire a soul scepter, then use it to lure souls out of the spirit dome. Harvest plenty, so their trapped essence can replenish this shelter.
Have you heard him, my dearest vassal?
Your story is too intriguing to pass. I will help.
He called me Lady Wraith. Finally, I have my own nickname.
Great work with the transmitters. And here comes the fun part. The Faceless Tsar replaced our power source with his own Category A arcane life force container, which is powerful enough to generate a reality-shaping tide that will reach Borgovia.
Are you telling me that this clacking nightmare is powered by Koshai's death?
What a simple name for such a great artifact. But yes, enter the Clockwork Keep and power up the Dreamweaver by flipping on 2 power relays. Our scientist will control the Weaver remotely, and by using the material of creation, they'll build a disintegrating device. It can destroy the relic. I'll talk you through it.
Good, because I didn't understand the half of that. Did you?
No. Let's go.
This relic seems indestructible.
That's the whole point of it, right? Let me figure out how to use that disintegrator.
Just point and shoot.
The Clockwork Keep is under our control again. The rewriting process of Borgovia has been terminated. What a victory for the history books, despite all the improbabilities.
I still have to track down the mastermind who wanted to turn back time at home.
The good thing is you still have a chance against the Faceless Tsar. He's just lost Koshi's death, right? But only an ancient gatekeeper can grant you a passage to the deep realms where he is hiding. I will open a gate to his domain for you, right away.
Not a frozen world again, please.
A good hunter will not hesitate to follow his prey beyond the edge of this world. The ink is the other world, the swirling haze of mist, where chunks of reality are tangled within the fabric of dreams. A timeless realm of fabled kingdoms and fallen gods. Like a spider in his nest, my nemesis is waiting for me here. I hope he's expecting me. I've already destroyed his source of power. Now I must destroy him.
Human and ghost. What an unlikely pair. One bound to the decaying flesh, the other bound to him by an oath to a bloodline. What do you seek in the Gatekeeper's domain?
We seek passage to the deep realms.
We have unfinished business with a certain Faceless Tsar.
Immortals can pass through the gate for a gift. Mortals have to prove themselves in a trial of combat.
Do I have to fight you to get to the other side?
An interesting thought. But you can't fight me. You have to face my champion. Simply submit to his might. Just die, and you can pass.
I think he prefers a more violent solution. What was that part about immortals and gifts?
I'm too close to my prey. Let's do this.
Turn back, mortal. You will find nothing here but suffering and death.
Your concern for my immortal well-being is deeply touching.
But you don't have to worry. You belong here with us. We used to be wanderers of the Ink, explorers of unearthly provinces, until we stumbled upon this battlefield where heroes fought the rebellious Titans eons ago, and it was to be the death of us.
It's a fascinating and heartbreaking tale. But why should I turn back?
Because this place will be the death of you as well. The Shrine of Lamentation is the gateway to the tower, where an imprisoned Titan still squirms in agony. And no mortal can survive the presence of a Titan without the necessary protection.
I'm sorry, but what with the plural?
Who can touch it? Another sadistic jest by the tormentors.
So much evil would make even my father stand in awe.
We want to smuggle some flesh back to the Titan, to make her stronger, so we could try to break out of this prison before the next harvest. If she makes it, we'll make it too.
I want to get to the root of this macabre tale. What's next?
Kill the tormentors, and obtain a meat cleaver to cut chunks of flesh from the spikes. Then throw the chunks into the feeders. We will arrange the rest.
Welcome, my dear Van Helsing. I'm so glad that we meet again. I have been watching your progress with great satisfaction.
Really? And here I was thinking that you were hiding and scheming, trying to destroy my world from a safe distance and sending your minions to do your dirty work.
That might be true, yes. But I still regard you as someone worthy of my attention. I truly admire you. You are free to leave.
You can't be serious. It's a trick.
Such rage. Maybe my little minions will satisfy your lust for battle. We had such a nice synergy, Van Helsing. You coming to Bogovia, defeating Fulmigati and setting me free, although unintentionally. Me helping you defeat a military genius.
You forgot to mention that you used me to get your hands on Koshai's death.
See, our roles in this world complement each other nicely.
If you don't mind, I'd like to fulfill my role and destroy you now. Nicely.
Don't go any farther. This place is hell.
You don't say.
Listen to me, you fools. Beyond the Shrine of Lamentation, the Tower of Torment rises to the empty sky. The cage of the fallen titans harbors an ancient secret.
That sounds promising.
At the base of the tower, there is a gaping hole. A wound that opens into the Void Cathedral, where the faceless Tsar gnaws hungrily in his chambers. Beyond time, amidst the unholy piping of a cursed flute.
I think we got it. Thank you.
Run away while you still can.
I know you only want to help, but you just gave me the directions I needed. Thank you. I have the amulet we all need. What next?
I knew we could trust you. Grab the relic and say it aloud. What Titans took, I will return. Be whole again.
Wait a second. Could this relic return me to my mortal body?
No, my lady. The Aegis was forged to counter the power of the Titans. It can only protect you from them and return what they took away.
So it's another piece of useless junk? You could have told us that earlier.
Let's do this. What Titans took, I will return. Be whole again.
Impressive. But what is this obsession with me? You've already thwarted my plans, destroyed the source of my power. Why do you want to kill an old creature with severe back pain, and only a tiny horde of monsters left?
When you betrayed me and threatened my world, you turned me into your nemesis. Obsession is part of that package.
Do I detect some self-loathing? Do you blame yourself for trusting me?
I never trusted you. I knew that you were evil.
Excuse me, and who warned you that he was evil?
Still, I needed your help to defeat a genius with an army of living machines. I hoped that I could stop you before it was too late. I was wrong, and Borgova paid the price.
See, it's all about your self-loathing. Isn't that liberating? Ponder on this while you fight for your life. Why don't you just give up? It shouldn't end like this. This is your last chance to turn back.
Did you hear that? Bargaining. The last stage of arch-villain breakdown.
Enough of this, Van Helsing. You win. Yes, you win. But you'll never take me alive. Never.
That was disappointing. I was expecting a more... is this the hiding hole where we have cornered our wretched prey? Just to make sure we are in the right place.
I meant that metaphorically, Katerina. Whatever this creature has become, this will be the end of him.
Good, good. You had me a bit worried there for a second, with this eerie chamber beyond time and the dragon and all.
My, you look surprised, Van Helsing. Did you expect an evil monologue?
That's the least you could do. Professional courtesy and all.
But we had that covered at the tower. Now you only have to die. Now you are making me angry, Van Helsing.
I'm glad to hear that.
I used to be Koshai the Deathless, the Faceless Tsar, the immortal monarch of Borgovia. I ruled this land for centuries.
And you would have got away with it if it weren't for those meddling monster hunters.
Trust me, it won't happen again.
Are you afraid of me, creature? You'll regret that my father didn't destroy you decades ago.
Oh, but he thought he had. Only Fulmigati had other plans. He wanted to experiment on an immortal.
So you became prisoner 7?
They cut me open, took my wings and teeth, skinned me and bled me. From my bones and my blood they created impossible creatures. They powered their first machines with my magic.
A whole city crafted from the living corpse of a fallen god. That explains a lot.
Great. He has started his grand speech. Keep him talking, Van Helsing.
Do you have any idea, Van Helsing, how it feels to become a shadow of your former self. A wretched shell, used for experiments.
If you're counting on my sympathy, it's too late for that.
You have ruined my transformation. Imagine what I could have been if you hadn't destroyed my death.
Let's see what happens if I take away everything.
I can't believe it! We did it, Van Helsing. Koshai, the Deathless is, well, dead.
Thank you, Katarina. Thank you very much for everything.
Wait, why are you so serious? You are acting strange.
It is time to set you free from your arcane bonds. You've earned this. I hereby release you from the services of the Van Helsing family.
Great. It was about time.
Well, yes. It's just... never mind.
Oh, did you expect a teary-eyed, grateful speech? You should know me better, Van Helsing. I've earned this indeed. I am free! At last!
That's it then? We part our ways.
Are you insane? Absolutely not. I'll stay with you.
Beg your pardon?
You won't get rid of me that easily. What if I want to be your companion? It's been an interesting life so far.
I'm glad. I really am.
And you can't order me to stay away. That's the beauty of it.
I might have second thoughts about this, you know.
Don't be silly, Van Helsing. Let's go. You don't want to miss all the other adventures the world can offer you, right?
I came to Borgovia to free this land from evil, and I kept my promise. I defeated a mad scientist, fought a military genius, and put a stop to Koshai's grand plan. Still, these villains caused too much destruction and pain. I saved Borgovia, but it has become a ruined city, where the ink is spilling free, twisting reality, and opening gates to the other world. However, it is also a new beginning. We can rebuild Borgova into a new metropolis, where mythical creatures and ordinary people can live among the marvels of weird science. One thing is for sure. My adventure ends here. And whatever follows, it will be another story.